These are the best ways to find affordable clothing that's actually good looking when you're a broke high schooler like me. Unconventional, by the way. My first method is going to be raiding abandoned homes. Once you find a house that you're sure hasn't been repossessed yet, you're going to find a way to break in and you have a whole closet for free. Just pray that the cops don't find you and the clothes are actually going to be in your size. Okay, but actually my first tip is going to be stealing clothes from your parents. It's the most accessible and you can literally go there right now and just find something and just yoink it from their rack. They're never even going to know where it went. Especially once you're done growing. Their clothes are probably gonna fit you most of the time. Unless you just have like a crazy height difference or like size difference compared to your parents. It should be fine. Especially if the clothes are just a little bit bigger on you, but you know you're gonna tuck it in anyway. Like let's say a t-shirt or a polo that you're gonna end up tucking in anyway. Just wear it. Like I took this tracksuit from my grandma and just fits me perfectly. Like, look at the sleeves, and I actually wore this to school today, but yeah. My next tip is gonna be going thrifting, but you have to know what you're looking for. For example, most people who go thrifting probably go to a department store type one, like Goodwill. I don't know any other brands. But basically, a thrift store where it's all just hung up on racks, and you can just kind of sift through everything. The main things you want to look out for are any fancy clothes, like ties, suit pants or blazers, trench coats, jeans, sweaters, and any other accessories. Now I'll start with the business clothes. The main thing you want to look out for is making sure the materials are nice, they're all natural, and you want to make sure that it fits you like mostly. Like you don't want to get something that's like triple your size. Like when are you ever gonna wear that? If it is a little big or something, you can always get it tailored, which might cost a little bit of money, but it's certainly a lot less than buying a whole set that's just completely brand new. That's gonna run you like $1,000 maybe. But yeah, especially ties. There are so many men's ties out there that are just waiting to be claimed from every color you can imagine. Just make sure they're all natural. Like I recently picked up this Brooks Brothers tie. It was literally like $5, but it's 100% silk. You want to make sure it doesn't have any synthetic materials, or else it's just gonna it's gonna look too shiny and it's just gonna look out of place. But yeah, this is 100% silk. It's got little horsies on it. I don't know if you can see it. There's that one, and then I also picked this yellow one. Again, 100% silk. This one's from Josa Bank. I forgot what it's called, but it's also 100% silk. And dress shirts as well. You just gotta know what brand you're looking for. I personally recommend looking out for Brooks Brothers, Polo Ralph Lauren. Everybody knows that. And a more niche one you might find is pink. If you find pink, you better pick that thing up. It's more popular in, I would say, Europe, but trust me, pink is like top of the line. I actually saw one last time I went, but I didn't pick it up because it was a bit too big for me. But trust me, if you see a pink label, you better pick that up. Now sweaters, or basically anything wool, if you see that and it doesn't have any holes, I would recommend picking it up even if it has like a weird smell. Just get it dry cleaned before you put it on, if it has the weird smell. But sweaters, you just want to check the tag, make sure it's 100% whatever wool you're getting, whether it's merino wool, alpaca wool, rabbit fur, whatever. But you just want to check the tag and make sure the composition isn't like acrylic, mohair, or any other synthetic material like polyester. Like this quarter zip I found recently, and it's from a brand called Kuna. It's got some leather hardware like this zipper, the elbow pads, and the best part, it's 100% baby alpaca. If you want to get one of these brand new, I think it'll run you like $250, but I picked this up for literally $5. But I will say, the smell was atrocious. Like it reeked of the previous owner. So I got it dry cleaned, and now the smell's gone, but yeah, it's gone, but hey, I mean, it's a steal. Plus, it feels amazing when you put it on. Let me tell you, 100% baby alpaca, or any other like wool thing you'll find, can't get any better than that. I will say though, just be wary of holes, because a lot of these sweaters come in like these darker colors, and it's kind of hard to tell when it has holes. So just thoroughly inspect it before you buy it. I'm actually gonna put this on because I like it so much and I want to wear it. Okay, same thing for the pants and the suit blazers, just same tips as earlier. But this one, you're just gonna have to know brands a bit more. Okay, this next tip is for people who don't want to buy secondhand and you just want to buy something brand new, right? For people who can't afford like, those stupid resellers you see at the mall who mark up shoes for like 500 times the price. Like, no thank you, I am not paying $300 for an Essentials hoodie. Who do you think I am? But yeah, this one you just want to go and see which brands have what types of sales and like when they have them. So like I know PacSun usually has a buy one get two free deal going on pretty much the whole entire year. Basically their version of a clearance bin. And Hollister too, they usually have a clearance section that's usually just a percentage off of what the original price was. And because these brands follow trends a lot, you won't really find anything that's out of style, but at the same time, nothing's gonna be too good. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna be too out there, but it's not gonna be so ugly. Just kind of in the middle. So you can find some basics or like any hoodies or... Man, I don't talk this much. I need to get some water. Okay, my next tip, online shopping. This again is gonna be buying secondhand, well kind of, but you're gonna be mainly looking through eBay, Poshmark, Mercari? I think that's how you say it. Depop. Those are the main places you can find secondhand clothes that aren't like terribly used. And you can find a lot more niche stuff. Like let's say you found a brand on Instagram and like somebody's reselling that. Like this jacket I have from Named Collective. It's got bunny ears. I actually wore this today to school. But I mean, you can see mine's pretty used because I use this thing a lot. But like, and check out the zippers. They're completely scuffed. But because a lot of these brands, they'll do like small drops that don't have a lot of inventory for certain things, so you'll probably find a lot of stuff from past collections that they'll make, but that might be a little bit more pricey. But if you want more of that statement piece, then yeah, you're probably gonna have to spend a little bit more. But in terms of the stuff, like I said, from a thrift store, you can probably find a lot of good quality clothes that have been like lightly used, or more vintage stuff from like the 70s and 80s that you're not really gonna find at a thrift store. Oh, and it's another great place to buy accessories secondhand. You just want to make sure they're like 925 sterling silver and not some of these cheaper metals that'll just make your skin green, or if you have an allergic reaction to them, you know. Like if you want really nice dress pants for hella cheap, I'm talking under $50, then look up flannel pants on eBay and just sort to your size, and you will find the cheapest dress pants for a fraction of the price from buying it brand new, especially with like full natural materials like 100% wool with the non-synthetic lining on the inside. But yeah, I'm giving you guys gold right now. Although I will say, if you're buying online for these older vintage clothes, I would avoid trying to pick up stuff from the main brands you know today, like J. Crew or like LL Bean, Banana Republic, or any of the designer brands, or Ralph Lauren, because the markup is gonna be crazy compared to these brands that have faded out or have been bought out by other companies that just don't exist anymore. Like if you want to buy a trench coat, a used Burberry one will be like minimum $300. But if you want to get this one from this brand called Zero King, I'm putting you guys onto some gold here. You guys better gatekeep this, but it's called Zero King. They have some really nice stuff. Just make sure you don't pick up anything with holes in it, or like a lot of stuff you can't get repaired. But most of their stuff is going to be 100% wool. And this was a brand that was mostly sold in Saks Fifth, I'm pretty sure, which is basically just like a department store for designer clothes. Think of like a Nordstrom, but like a tier above that. Oh, going back to the mall, if you want to pick up any popular shoes, like, I don't know, like Sambas or like Uggs. Me personally, I hate Uggs. I hate those little Mickey Mouse shoes. But the best place to probably pick those up are any of your department stores, like Dick's or Macy's or Dillard's. You can usually sign up with them and like make an account or something and get a percentage off. And then on top of that, they're probably usually going to have some type of sale going on, like maybe 20% off or something. But most of the time, it's going to be cheaper than buying it straight online, especially because you're gonna have to pay for shipping, or just buying it straight from... Actually, where do people buy Uggs? Is that the only place people buy Uggs? I don't think I've actually seen an Uggs store ever. Okay, moving on. Okay, this next tip is gonna be a specific brand that I think you should buy from. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just think they have a lot of great affordable clothes that are pretty high quality. Uniqlo. Uniqlo has tons of great clothes that range in quality, but I would say it's very affordable and will last you a fair amount. Plus, they have literally every item you can imagine, from shirts to pants to jeans, dress shirts to dress suits, to socks to underwear to accessories. It's just a one-stop shop where once you're on there, you're just gonna keep adding stuff to your cart. Like me personally, I would recommend buying socks from them. They have a pretty cheap option where you can buy suppp cotton socks for like bundles. I bought a ton of them, just white socks, just added like 50 socks. You know, I'll never run out of socks. Oh, and another thing about their jeans and pants is that you can actually get them altered to your to how tall you are or how short you are. Basically, you can tailor their clothes for free. You just can't return them if you do these alterations, but just the fact that they offer that is, I think, really nice. Also, because this brand is a bit more affordable, not all of their clothes are going to be like 100% natural materials. Some of it is going to use synthetic fibers and skimp out a little bit on longevity, but I think their overall silhouettes and deals are a great place to just buy a ton of clothes. This is probably my favorite pickup from Uniqlo. It's a puffer jacket, and it's very light because it doesn't use feathers for the filling. It just uses polyester, which some might say is worse because, you know, that's not the best quality, but honestly, it doesn't make it as warm, and especially because I don't live in like the coldest area, it's perfect. And also, it's got a little herringbone print on it. Yeah, you're not gonna get that from North Face. Some things that I would avoid buying from Uniqlo though are gonna be any of the 100% like the wool or the cashmere that they advertise. It's not gonna be the best quality. And yes, it might be a lot cheaper than other brands. I promise you it's not gonna last you anywhere near as long. It's gonna be like the lowest quality, and they're also gonna skimp out on the hardware. Like I got this cashmere quarter zip from them. And yeah, it's cashmere, right? Oh, it's cashmere, it's so expensive, but and it's so affordable. This was $130. You can see the tag, I'll prove it's from Uniqlo. But the thing is, if you're gonna be buying a delicate fiber, most of the time you're gonna want it to be good quality or it's just gonna fall apart really quickly. And like I was saying earlier, the hardware, this is just plastic. It's not a metal zipper with like a leather tag like this one. I have to be really careful or this thing is gonna break really fast. And also, you know the cashmere isn't that good quality because you can do the pill test with it, which is basically you just rub the thing together. And if it pills and under like 20, I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad. But I'll just rub it for a little bit just to show you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it's already starting to pill. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Comment down below what other stuff you want me to talk about. And subscribe so you guys can help and see me build my wardrobe. And go watch this video next. Pretty please? Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I'm not doing that again.